We set out to make short ribs, but since we didn't find any, we made this. We used beef chuck riblets. The only thing of using riblets is you have to clean the back of it very well. There is a kind of a silver skin which has to be taken out with a sharp knife. This is what I mean. Insert a sharp knife inside the silver skin and slowly pull it out, just like this. When you take this out, the meat will not be chewy. I'm going to cheat a little bit on this recipe. If you can find this, please use it. It is called the Kalbi marinade for ribs. It's a Korean recipe. In case you can't find this, you can finish this ribs with barbecue sauce as well. First thing to marinate these ribs are 1 cup of chopped onions. Try and dice them as finely as you can. Ria helped me dice this. In the chopped onions, add a heaping tablespoon of ginger paste. You can even use chopped ginger if you would like. Then I added 1 heaping tablespoon of garlic paste, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, a little bit of salt to taste, some black pepper, as much or as little as you would like, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar if you have it. If not, regular sugar should work too. 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. Mix everything very well and adjust seasonings if needed. Then marinate the meat with this mixture. You can marinate it even up to a day in advance or at least for a couple of hours before you start baking this. It's looking good. For this recipe, we are going to slow cook it for about 4 hours. So preheat your oven to 250 degrees Fahrenheit and set it for about 4 hours. My oven is quirky and it decides to do it for 4 hours and 1 minute. Well, according to my family, the oven compliments its owner, and that would be me. Take a sheet pan, cover it in foil. For this recipe, using heavy-duty aluminum foil works best. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to make a pouch to put the meat in, and we're going to seal up the pouch and then cook it for a long time at a low temperature in our oven. So I took a sheet of aluminum foil and I sprayed some non-stick spray on it. I let the meat come to a room temperature before I put it on my foil. And I'll put both the pieces of meat on it, and whatever marinade that is left off, I'm going to put that on top. And then take another sheet of aluminum foil, spray it on top with non-stick spray, and lay the second piece of foil on top of the meat. This is a cooking and crafting show. Now start crimping up one side of the aluminum foil like this, and then slowly crimp up all 4 sides and make a pouch. My rib pouch is ready to get cooked at a low temperature for a long time in the oven. After the agonizing 4 hours of smelling this deliciousness, this is ready. Now the final step. Add Korean deliciousness to this and bake. I added my Korean sauce on top of the ribs and I baked it. Set the oven for 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. All done. These turned out fall off the bone delicious. It is rightly said, patience is a virtue. Good things come to those who wait. Even though it took forever to cook these, the results were superb. These ribs were made for Ria, who is my adventurous eater. She's always willing to try and experiment new things. I have been encouraging Ria to catch me one of the neighborhood geese for dinner. Here she is attempting to catch one. As soon as we do, the next video will be Szechuan geese. Cooking and video by Shorna. Ribs enjoyed by Ria. Thank you for watching. So today's chef's tip is marinating the meat is key, and adding barbecue sauce or any kind of sauce towards the end will give you a better product. If you add the sauce right in the beginning and then slow cook it, because of the high sugar content of these sauces, you might burn the meat and it won't be as flavorful. Thank you for watching.